Hello and welcome. I am here to have one very powerful conversation with you. And it's a conversation that needs to be had specifically for our industry. One of the greatest challenges that I have seen in our industry is women building businesses that are not profitable. Women who are working an insane amount of hours and receiving minimal in return. It has been one of the greatest challenges that I have seen for so many of my clients that I have worked with. Women not valuing their services, women not valuing their experience, women not valuing their expertise, and over delivering and over giving to their clients. What happens in business is that when you are trading time for money, you will reach a glass ceiling. There will come a point in your business growth where you will no longer be able to offer any more services, any more appointments because you are fully booked. And when that happens, Emma, guilty. Don't worry, also guilty. When that happens, you will reach your glass ceiling. The only way to break through that is to increase your prices, expand your team, expand your experience and services, packages, or expand your offers, education, all the things, retreats. That's a complete different story from conversation from today. This conversation that I want to have with you today that is very fucking important for our industry is about charging your worth. That is an alignment for building a profitable business. That is an alignment for the dream hours that you want to work, so you never find yourself working an extraordinary amount of hours and receiving so little in fucking return. Just take a moment. Does that feel like you right now? Do you feel like you cannot break through where you are currently right now, and yet you're wondering how many more hours can I offer work to? Like, I'm bending my own boundaries because I want to bring in more clients, because I want to increase my revenue, and yet I cannot reach that goal. Or are you reaching a point where you're fully booked and you're so ready to increase your prices, but you have no idea of what you should be pricing your services because there's no strategy? Like right now, your pricing strategy has been looking to the community and seeing what they're charging, what your competitors are charging, and then identifying, well, where does my level of expertise sit in relation to them, and then charging your services based on your understanding of your expertise. I know this because this was also me, and I was very guilty for this for a very long time in my business. For the first 6 or 7 years, I didn't have a pricing strategy. I used to review and do some market research and identify, well, what is my local community actually charging? And then I would look to their expertise and I would compare what my perception of my expertise was, and I would benchmark myself. So I would look at their expertise and I would either think I'm as good as them or nowhere near as good as them. If I'm as good as them, then I can probably charge that much. And if I'm not as good as them, then I can absolutely not fucking charge that much. This was the wrong way to charging my services. I should not be going off of other people in the industry and basing my level of expertise on what my perception of expertise is, especially if I can't even see my level of expertise, especially if I am my own worst critic, especially if I look at my piece, like my hair, the quality of my work, and still think it's not good enough. I'm not the right person to make a judgment on what my services should be. I should have a pricing strategy calculator that will determine what I need to charge based on the number of hours that I'm available for, based on the goals of my fucking life, not based on the community who is also charging their services based on the community market research, based on their own worth, perception of their worth. This is one of the greatest challenges that I see in this industry, in our industry, and this was one of my greatest challenges in my own business. I charged my pricing based on what my community was charging, based on my own perception of my own worth and expertise. And then I had a moment where I could not break through. Emma, you're like, boom, boom, boom. There was a moment where I couldn't break through my capped ceiling, my glass ceiling, because I had no more time to offer any more services and my revenue became capped and limited. The only way I could break through that was those 4 other strategies I shared before. Complete different conversation. If you want, head to my podcast. I share a little bit more about that in my episodes. I needed to create a pricing strategy where I could extract and remove the emotional connection that I have to my clients so that I could create a pricing strategy that was profitable for my business. So I'm going to break down some pricing that you need to be aware of when you are pricing your services so that you too can extract the emotion. Because how many times have you had a client who has sat in your chair and shared that she's been going through some stuff? And you're like, I'm just gonna like slip her a treatment. I'm just gonna like make this service a lot more cheaper just to make her feel better because you feel shit, so you want her to feel better because you feel so sorry for her. The amount of times that I have tweaked my pricing because I felt sorry for my client is extraordinary. There is no other business industry that would do this. And yet here I am doing that. So I want to share with you how to break down your pricing so that you can create a profitable pricing strategy so that you can stop looking towards your community for your pricing strategy. And so your community too can all up level and raise the bar so you can all create profitable pricing strategies so you can all create abundance and wealth for your family so that you can create the lifestyle that you desire. Okay, so the key things that you need to be mindful of when you're identifying your pricing strategy is the cost of labor. What is the cost of your labor? What is the hourly rate that you would like to earn before tax? What is the hourly rate of your team? What does it cost for your team to go out and offer a service for your business? The other thing you want to look at is the client acquisition. What is the cost of marketing? Because newsflash, truth bomb, mic drop, there is a cost to your marketing and your time is worth money. If you are spending time on your marketing to attract a client and convert a client, your time is worth money. What is the cost of the time that you spend on your marketing? Emma, you're like, can I get a Haven? What is the cost of the time that you spend doing marketing to attract more clients? You are worth a value and your time that you spend on your marketing is worth money. What is that? Then you want to look at your client support. What is the cost of you managing your emails, the cost of you offering an incredible level of client support, the cost of you responding to emails, and the cost of you supporting your clients with any questions that they have throughout their client journey with you? Again, this is another area in our business that we undervalue and don't value or don't even include in our pricing strategy. What is the cost? What is the time that it takes for you to offer that level of service to your clients? And what is that value? The other thing you want to identify is the cost of your products. The cost for you to actually complete the service that you are getting paid for. And your business overhead. So what is the cost that you need to meet at a baseline every single week or every single month for you to even have your business open and running and taking clients? This could look like your subscriptions. This could look like your online systems. This could look like your insurances, your team's insurances. Any cost that it costs you to run your business and offer a service to your clients is a business overhead. What is that baseline weekly value or baseline monthly value that you need to make every single week or every single month? You want to identify that because you want to basically identify what is the total cost of you showing up and delivering an outstanding service. And then you want to identify the availability that you have to support clients each week, each month. There is no point creating a pricing strategy that will not identify the level of money that you can offer and create in profit to pay yourself. You are working so freaking hard to create the most incredible experiences and services and expertise for your clients for their most incredible day or for their most incredible event that they have been fucking excited about for weeks leading up to. Your time is worth being paid for. Please make sure that you are pricing your strategy, have a packaging and pricing strategy that is going to generate a profit so that in a year's time you have something more to show than a half-assed wage. Emma, I definitely need to review again now. Yes. You want to be reviewing your pricing strategy every single year. And if you are in the bridal industry, you want to be projecting into the future at least 24 months ahead what that pricing strategy is going to look like in 2 years' time. Because when you have brides right now booking in for 2025, you do not want to be charging them the price that you are charging right now, because I can absolutely guarantee you there will be a moment in time where you will be doing that wedding in 2025 and you will have massive regrets for not listening to this conversation that I'm having with you right now. There have been so many times in the growth of my business. Actually, there was 1 year where I exponentially grew. I went from charging $100 an hour or per client to $190 per client. It literally exponentially grew by nearly double. I, at one point in time, because I didn't do this, didn't project my my pricing increase for 24 months. That meant that when it came to an October, for example, there was one October where I was supporting brides who were paying me $190 per client, and then another bride who was paying me $100, because I didn't increase and project this far in the future. Do not do that. Learn from my mistakes. This is incredible for taking away the emotion. If this is something that you struggle with, pricing your services, not based on your perception of your expertise, not comparing yourself to anybody else in the market, but actually building a pricing strategy that is based off your own goals, desires, and needs for your family, for your business, and for your growth. I cannot reiterate this enough. Do not look to your community to become the pricing strategy, because they are doing it too. This is how, or the quickest way, to building a non-profitable business, especially if the business that is giving you the pricing strategy that you are copying based on your own perception of your expertise has not even looked at their own figures either. You're basically potentially copying from someone who doesn't even understand their business financial position. There is nothing more empowering than understanding your numbers and understanding what is the baseline of expenses that you need to meet every single month. If you do not understand your numbers, how can you identify the metric of growth in your business? We spoke about this in my expansion mastermind today and in our celebration experience that we had. And it was incredibly outstanding, the number of women who shared with love their challenges with financial empowerment and knowledge. It is one of the greatest challenges that so many women have, I myself included, and yet it's actually one of the most empowering experiences and conversations that you can have, especially when you're in business. When you understand your financial numbers, when you understand your financial position, when you understand what you need to reach and meet to attain a level of profit, you are so much more empowered in your business. You can make better business decisions. You have much more clarity on where the fuck you're going, and you have a little less uncertainty of what's possible. If you've ever found yourself in a moment where you're like, I don't even know if I can pay myself this week, get to know your numbers. If you found yourself in a position where you're like, I cannot reach a 50K goal, a 100K goal, a 150K quarter, a 500K year, get to know your numbers. If you get to know your numbers, I promise you that if you create structure and stability in understanding your numbers, and you actually create the systems around to support the fucking foundations of your numbers in your business, you will experience exponential growth. because you will create a business that is ready to hold more growth, that is ready to hold more revenue, that is ready to hold more fucking growth in 2024. I could sit here for hours because I get really passionate about this, because I am determined to change our industry. I am determined to change our industry from undervaluing ourselves to stepping into profit that you never thought was possible, to stepping into growth in business that you never thought was possible. And if you've been in my world, then you would know that the level of revenue that you create is only an example or a metrics that we review to see the impact that you are having on your clients, to see the impact that you are having in your family, the opportunities that are being opened to your family and rippling out beyond. Revenue is quite literally one of the metrics that is so empowering to understand where you are and where you desire to be. It's the metrics that you can use to review your growth. When I think about when I was in business, when I first started, I couldn't even get through 35K years. 6 years into my business, I think I might have gotten to 149K. 8 years into my business, I think I got to 250, and then I've just completely gone on my own skyrocket towards my own stratosphere. And I want that for you. I want that for each and every one of you, and I'm so fucking ready. In fact, I will not settle the passion and fire that I hold in my heart until I see a greater level of impact of women actually charging their worth, and women actually getting everything they desire in this lifetime, and women actually being ignited and empowered and fucking so ready to take their life to the next level. So on that note, if you are ready to take your business and life to the next level, I've got something fucking incredible to share with you. I am incredibly passionate, as I may have explained, about women Am I still live? My phone just rang. About women taking their business and life to the next level in 2024. I don't know if this is still recording, so I'm going to hope it is. But if you are ready to take your business and life to the next level in 2024, then you need to be inside Expansion Mastermind. This is where you get access. Oh, I froze. My phone rang and I was like, am I still live? Emma, how outstanding is Expansion Mastermind? The energies are on fire today. If you are ready to take your business and life to the next level in 2024, if you're ready to unlock and release all your limitations that would typically hold you back, if you are ready to exceed your own expectations of what you think is currently possible for you, then you need to be inside Expansion Mastermind. And the reason why I'm jumping on today is because I had intuitive guidance that I am going to be increasing the price for Expansion Mastermind in January 2024. But right now, there is a Black Friday sale that is available for you. And that means that you will access Expansion Mastermind for $7,777. Or there are payment plans over 12 months and 18 months. And if you have already been in Expansion, you're an alumni, there is something special for you outside of this. But the most outstanding thing that you need to know about this is that for the next 2 days, if you join Expansion, you will get access to 4 quarterly one-on-one calls with me. If you were to purchase these alone, this would be over $3,000. And you would also receive access to Six Figure Empire, which would amplify your sales and marketing strategies so that you can get exponential growth and results in your business. The value of Six Figure Empire is $2,000. This is $5,000 of bonuses alone in addition to Expansion Mastermind. There is a reason why I'm jumping on and sharing this with you, because if you have been interested or you have desired or expansion has been on your vision board, then now would be the time to leap because this is outstanding. 5K of bonuses and save $1,000 of expansion. The pricing to expansion will be increasing in January to $9,000. And I think that's pretty iconic that I'm doing that at the exact same time that I deliver a training on really breaking down how to build a profitable business, but actually seeing the worth. And I'm now starting to see the worth of expansion so much more than I have ever before. The women inside of expansion and the community that we are creating and the results that they are creating and the visions that have been sparked is outstanding. Like, truly outstanding. And it's through experiencing my beautiful clients in expansion and through experiencing their growth and evolution that I've never felt more clear on the value that expansion offers than right now. So I am so excited to share with you that incredible opportunity. If this is something that feels so fucking good and so fucking aligned for you, then reach out to me in the DMs and let's chat, my love. Or comment expansion below. I will speak to you soon. Thanks for joining me, my love.